Hey everyone, this is Jessica of Into the Warren, and I am back. I hope you're pleasantly surprised that I am back so soon. I think I'm kind of getting a routine under my belt and finding ways in which to film in between the rest of my day-to-day activities and finding time to crochet like at lunchtime or when I get home. I have a little bit more stamina than I did a few weeks ago when I first started my new job, so I have gotten some things accomplished. But with that being said, this week has been really hard as far as struggling with patterns and making a lot of like mistakes that I shouldn't be making with my crochet work, which kind of makes me laugh. Like, I'm not really mad or upset, I'm just like, what the heck is wrong with me? Like, I think my brain's just been overworked, and by the time I get to the crochet part, I'm just worn out and I'm not thinking straight. So I'll share with you the struggles of my crochet week and some stuff I'm working on. But first, I keep forgetting to share this with you. I got this shirt, and I'm gonna move the camera so you can see what it says. So, whoops, I'm dropping yarn as I stand up. It says hip to be square, and it's got a granny square pattern on it. I think this shirt is so cute and cozy. The quality of the shirt is really nice. Hold please, want some yarn fell on the floor. Okay. So, anyway, I got it from Etsy. I'll link the seller in the description if you want to check out their shirts. They have other ones, but I just thought this one was the coolest one. And they screen print it when you order it, and you can choose from like a variety of colored shirts. And I really like this color, and yeah, and it's super soft. It's like, you know, kind of almost like that vintagey style material, which I happen to really like. And so yeah, I've had it for a couple weeks and I really like it. So yes, so that's that. And the next thing I wanted to share with you is the progress on this American Girl doll coat. So in case you need a reminder, I am working on this green coat here, but I am not doing green. I am doing some very, very bright rainbow cotton yarn for this because it's what I had available, and I didn't think to go buy others if I have some already on my shelf. So I had shown you the beginning stages of this. I have finished the first half minus the sleeve of the coat, and once I finished the first panel and then it gave me directions. If you're like clanging or noises, Brooke is playing in the other room with her dad. But once I finished the first panel and then it gave me directions to fold it in half and stitch it a certain place, and then in the lower corner do this, my brain started to get very tired and I couldn't comprehend what the pattern was telling me. And unfortunately, there is no visual diagrams of like what spot is what, and I'm not a very good three-dimensional thinker. I'm more of a two-dimensional type of gal. So I'm laying in the bed at like 10 o'clock at night going, huh? And then I only have like a little lamp on, so then my eyes are tired. Oh my gosh. I almost gave up. But somehow, some way, I figured it out. I don't even know if I figured it out the right way, but I figured something out, and it fits her, so that's always a good thing. But I'll show you what I've done so far. Samantha's in her nightgown, so it looks a little weird, but she's just modeling it. So here you can see I have the first half of this coat done. Here is the front. Now when I have the other side done, then a collar will be made and the long sleeves will be made. But here's the front. It's got these little, they call them vents, like these little slips here, and there'll be a slip in the back in the center. That's why there's like a little extra stitching right here. But you can see this is where the other half will attach, and a coat will be complete. So one half to go, two sleeves and a collar, and and this will be done. And you know what? You would think this would be really fast to do, but because the yarn is so fine, it's still a lot of stitches for such a small project. So that is what I've worked on. I'm glad I didn't give up on it because it does kind of look cool. This is going to be a very funky coat for Samantha. Excuse me. And yes, this is the original Samantha, not the new one you can get. This one's discontinued. So fancy, fancy. And with that said, there's other outfits I want to make in that book. And in my previous video, I said that they take like 0 weight yarn. So I went to the thrift store today and I found some that were like, I think these were like 50 cents. And they have a ton there. So I'm just going to use this and make sure that it works okay. And then if I like it, I'll just buy some more because they had a ton of all different colors. So yeah, so I have more yarn for more doll clothes. And then the other thing I'm working on, I was tempted to start another project, but I'm not right now. I'm going to finish what I have, or at least finish some of what I have first. Is I told you that I am making a granny square tote bag. Let me get to the right page. It doesn't have the pattern. This book's so cute. So I'm working on this project here. It's very colorful. The only real difference is that I'm not using yellow. Like I said, I'm using, I think it's like a light purple instead of yellow. And when I first saw this, I was like, oh, this is going to be so easy because it's just a whole bunch of granny squares put together, slip stitched together, and then make a handle and some pom-poms. And it'll be simple, right? Well, for some reason, with my brain being so tired, it has not been simple at all. And part of it is because when you get so, like, if you get overly confident sometimes, you make more mistakes because you just, I guess the moral of the story is make sure you're counting your stitches. Like, even if you have made a million granny squares, don't just assume everything's perfect and that you don't need to count and, like, go back to basics and, you know, check your work. So today I was working on this, and I get very antsy when I am making things. I want to start putting them together right away. Now, some people make all the granny squares, then they put things together, but I just don't. I get bored, and I want to start seeing how it's going to be put together, so I just start putting granny squares together as I make them, which is fine. And also, some people, when they make granny squares, they sew their ends in. But I don't, because I'm a little lazy when it comes to sewing ends in, and sometimes I wait. Well, today I'm glad that I waited because these borders here, I wasn't reading the visual pattern correctly. There needed to be 3 in every corner. I only had 1. And then I somehow was adding stitches. It was a mess. So every side had a different number of stitches, and they weren't lining up when I sewed them together. So luckily, because I didn't sew in the ends of the borders, I could just undo them real quick and fix them and put them back together. So yeah, if I had just counted it to begin with, it wouldn't have been this complicated. But anyway, this is how it's going. This is the first line. And of course, I don't block my squares. It looks like they're crazy shaped, but once all of them come together and they're slip stitched together, they'll shape it. They'll shape the right way. They'll line up. But these are correct. And here's 3 of the motifs. Then I was sewing these 3 together. These are 3 others. And then when I sewed this and this together, I realized that they weren't lining up. So all 3 of these borders, just the border stitches, need to be undone and recounted for accuracy. Like, look at this orange one. Like, is that even a square? I don't know. So I need to redo these. And then once I redo these, I'll sew them together this way, and then they'll go this way. Hold on, I'll show you. This is like the bag goes like this. This is the front of the bag. And then this, I need more hands. This goes under like so. I know that orange stands out pretty good, but there'll be more orange like in the next motifs, but anyway. Lots of granny squares. Now this pattern is really great for people who are trying to like clean up some of their balls of yarn. Like this is just a bunch of colors. I have a whole sea of yarn on my bed right now from this. So anyway, so a tip from me, even if you've been crocheting for 20 years, please remember to count your stitches and to check your work before you put everything together, because then you're gonna have to undo it all. So those are my crochet struggles this week. And yeah, so that's what I've been working on. I got some stuff formulating in my mind of like next projects I want to do. I have so much pretty yarn, but some of it I'm like, I don't even know what project I would use it for. So I think a lot of it I'm gonna start like just doing some pattern searching and saving for the future. But I really want to get some of this stuff done, because there's literally yarn everywhere in my house and it looks like a mess. So I need to take some time to clean it up and organize it. My yarn shelves are looking a little messy because I've pulled so much yarn down for these granny squares. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like one of those days where you're like, ugh, you know? I hope this video wasn't a downer. But yeah, so my goal is to work on this bag, not finish it. I don't think I can finish it right now, but I'm going to work on this bag and get back to this coat, which I'm kind of dreading. But I think if I've done it once, the second time will be easier, I hope. The second half. And then I'm thinking about maybe making another one of those hats in that hat book. And what else? Yeah. Other than that, it's been a good day. I mean, we haven't really done anything except go to the thrift stores. We went to lunch. I wanted to go to the gym. I've let myself go so bad with my health. And I just am gaining weight and it's kind of depressing me. So I'm trying to be better. And my intention is there, but my discipline is not there. And I really want to go to the gym, and it is now almost 5 and I'm tired now. So it's just been a little hard, but I need to like just stop making excuses and just do it, because if I don't, I'm gonna turn around and be 300 pounds or something, you know, like tomorrow, if I don't get my act together. So yeah, anyway. The positive side is that my mom will be here on Wednesday to come visit and watch Brooke while I'm at work, because my babysitter is going on vacation. So there's that. Maybe I do need my mom. Maybe that's my problem. I think we all need our moms sometimes. And yeah, I think that's it really. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm not sure what we're going to do for the rest of the evening, but I feel like doing something, you know, something fun. Because the weekend goes by too fast when you're not doing anything, you know. So tomorrow my goal is to wake up and go straight to the gym, no questions asked, not even thinking about it. I have the most energy in the morning, and then I'll work on some crochet stuff later in the afternoon. And I don't know, I kind of have like this urge to go to the beach. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'm rambling now. But I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you're creating some awesome stuff. And I wanted to say thank you again for subscribing to my channel and leaving me awesome comments of support and love. And I always like and comment back. I really, really love it and appreciate it. So thank you so much. And I will talk to you soon and bring you some more stuff to share. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Mwah.